I'm about to go get this puss. You see what I'm saying? I'm about to go to the club, this, that, and the third. What? Or it's just the gratifications to what? Your senses, your ego. You understand what I'm saying? So now, once I give you information that's going to better empower yourself, what's happened? What takes place? What's happening on we're going to a little anatomy and physiology. What's starting to happen now on a microcosmic level is right now bringing you forth information. Shit that sounds good, but at the same time, a token is making you look in the mirror. So now your shit starts spontaneous combust. Now you shit like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? But on the outside, this is what we see. What? That shit, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Boom, boom. But inside, it's like, oh shit, it's trying. That's called cognitive dissonance. See, now your mind, it's a force there. That's like, oh shit, right? So now, because we've been oppressed people, to do this, to put us in a state, you have to be oppressed. You have to turn the mind backwards. So now, once in attempting to turn the mind back forwards, there's a little resistance. It's called dissonance. That's you can't see it. You see what I'm saying? So now, at the same time of talking, we wonder why that when we bring certain information to our people, as young leaders, we gotta realize, and I don't want to get off topic, but we gotta realize not to make the mistake to be like, fuck that motherfucker, or forget that motherfucker, or they ain't with it. It ain't that they're not with it, it's just that they don't see the scar. So at the same time of talking, if I get a mosquito bite or scar, I get some peroxide alcohol, I know how to heal myself. See? So at the same time of talking, in our mind, we realizing that, oh, just bringing forth information, this, that, and the third, is gonna heal people. It's gonna make people say this, that, and the third. Nah, it's not. It's much more to that dynamic and raising that and moving that mountain. Because it was just so easy to move that mountain, it would have been moved 100 times over, back and forth, back and forth. So we gotta realize, as far as the state of our people, right, in the state of ourselves, because even in me explaining this, at the same time of talking, in order for me to be a master of it or to claim superiority in my consciousness or whatever I do, I have to apply what has been shown to me, right, through my awakening and that which I'm supposed to share. I still got to apply that shit to me. You see what I'm saying? I got to practice that to me. I got to deal with my dissonance too. You understand what I'm saying? I got to deal with the insecurities that I did have. Oh, I had insecurities. Oh, but not no more. Huh? You understand? Right? So at the same time of talking, I'm taking ownership of our state. I'm applying it to myself first, just like we all have to apply it to ourselves. So it starts with self. Self needs to know who, what she is.
Can I cut you on that right there? I'm gonna cut your flow. But you said something right there, right? I was in the city, and it was a bunch of, you know, Caucasian people out there protesting about people wearing sheepskin, fur, you know, killing animals and stuff like that for clothing. So I was like this, I said, wait a minute. If you can't stop people from eating animals, how are you gonna stop them from wearing them? Absolutely. So it's like, when it comes to, don't be conscious here. I'm gonna become conscious, I'm a black man. No. You're not a black man. You're not that. You're not a human, an earth. Those are names and titles. You're not none of that. You got to understand, the first thing you got to do is look up and get back into tune with natural time. Get too much into this thing. What time? That's artificial time. Daylight saving time, fall forward, spring back, or north. The earth is not doing that. It's not doing all that nonsense. It changes, it moves its axis, and so. But the thing is that they make a calendar. There are 365 days in a year, but yet there's 360 degrees in the circle. So you got to be 360 days in a year. You know what I'm saying? You know, so if you cannot get people to deal with just the natural things of being a human being, like for instance, American citizens, regardless the color of your skin, we have to realize, as human beings in this part of the world, any part of the world, but especially here, we come from 2, 3, and possibly 4 generations of watching television. That's very powerful. I don't care how conscious we are, or intelligent, or spiritual we become, if we don't understand the reality of how much television and how it influences us mentally on how we want to be famous, glamorous, glitzy, and all sort of, and sparkling. You know what I mean?
Throws off the frequency.
Because of right. So the frequency and the time. If you don't understand the natural purpose of just being a being on this planet and what it means, then you can't know. You can't know all the deeper stuff, because the first degree of self is self-awareness of where you are, what relationship I am with this planet Earth. You know, it's like living on, it's like not knowing the Earth, it's like living with your mother, your actual birth mother, and not know her name, and not know her day of her birthday. You know, you don't know nothing of her core. Ooh. And she gave birth to you and raised you 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. You're a grown person. That's the same as this planet here.
That's it.
I've been on it. It's gonna be 49 years, it'll be 50 years. I've been on this planet. So I have to know something, be conscious, be able to hear something to like, wait a minute, oh, it's talking to me. Does anyone else see this? This is crazy. No, it is. So
I want to expound on that. And some of y'all viewing the video, those who take the time, that can be patient enough to decipher the information that's coming from our perspectives and use it to better yourself, right? I commend you. But one of the things he said, oh, is it talking? Can y'all hear it? What he's speaking of, right? See, the voice, right? Once you have a certain synchronicity in yourself, right? A certain a degree of faith, right? Faith is spiritual sense, spiritual belief, right? Once you have that, right, you can maneuver, right? You hear the voice. The voice speaks to you in 4 different ways, right? It speaks to you through people. One of the instances that we experienced earlier when Brother Joseph came over here, we didn't know, we didn't call him, we didn't do nothing, just a vibe, right? He came over here, the voice, boom. He knew to come over here, he listened at the same time and token. Another way, through our dreams, right? Thirdly, through our inspirations. And fourthly, once we reach that level of mastery, we can hear the voice, we know where to go. It's just like this wind blowing in our ear. You see what I'm saying? So it's it's really smooth, and that's the whole process of knowing who we are, knowing thyself, learning thyself, mastering thyself, because we're an instrument. You see what I'm saying? We're a tool. You know what I'm saying? We have so many different abilities and possibilities that we can tap into. That's just amazing. You see what I'm saying? And I kind of don't want to get off topic, because when dealing with information and dealing with and dealing with ciphers, and sometimes and moving forward with people, sometimes, you know, this is not to take discredit from anyone, but sometimes we start to toot our own horn and start to dispense information that has nothing to do with nothing. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, right? We always got to keep that in mind. So at the end of the day, let's just go back and include this. You bust the move?
Yeah.
All right. Let's just go back in conclusion of what we were saying, as far as the state, the manipulation of the body or the mind, where we at. Now, one of the things that they did, you have to comprehend the process. You have to comprehend the evil genius. You see what I'm saying? Which is the European hand, right? European hand, oh, the white person, this, that, and third. Nah, I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? That racism, that prejudice bullshit, that's just a tactic for distraction to manifest anger, so no growth, so nothing happens. I'm past that. I'm beyond that. Don't get it twisted. But at the same time and token, the science that's deployed in America and on directly melanated beings and other ethnic groups or whatever the case may be, it don't even matter. You can't even go there. My wife called me. I'm not even gonna answer because it's a distraction. She's gonna be tight. I don't care, right? So now we have to keep this in mind. Is that okay? It started physically. The whole process of this thing. See, this thing was a plan. This thing didn't just happen spontaneous or whatever the case may be. No, this was a long-term plan. The first phase of the plan was physical slavery. Okay, because through the physical slavery, okay, we went through all hardships, this, that, and the third. We know that. Let's just keep it from what it is at this point right now. We ain't talking about all the end. We all know that. All right, we all know that. I feel that too. But at the same time and token, you got to put that in certain places so that you can move forward. So now listen. So now we got the physical part of the slavery, which broke the mind. You understand what I'm saying? Which deferred the spirit. You understand what I'm saying? So now at the same time and token, we all know what happened now when we so-called Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. That's bullshit. If you read the proclamation, the Emancipation Proclamation, if you dissect it, you'll really see that it just set you into another form of servitude. That they was just initiating another part of their plan. You see what I'm saying? And he was just a fan to do that. He ain't free shit. You understand what I'm saying? He just spearheaded the second part of it, the mental part. You see what I'm saying? And a prime example, once we got freed, or supposedly at that particular time when slavery was becoming abolished, whatever the case may be, what the slaves do? right? They ain't want to go. Master, I stay here and work. This, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying? So at the same time and token, that dependency, that mind was broken, it just shows what's happening. So now we in 2015, I'm gonna jump forward and I'm gonna go back. You gotta do that sometimes to get the end game. You gotta to see the answer, right? So now we're in 2015, to where right now, what's going on? Is physical actions happen, yeah, but at the same time and token, mentally we get insulted or challenged. But what's really happening though? What's really going on with the spirit, with the fire and the people? You see what I'm saying? Now I'm going after that. Now the church is pushing that agenda hard right now. You see what I'm saying? We have to see what's going on. Well, I got your physical. I want your mental. Now I need that energy. I need this I need to fuel this paradigm. I need to keep it going. In order to do that, I need that infinite energy. I need what you have. You understand what I'm saying? That battery that don't need to be recharged. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to realize what they chasing, what this is all about. And that's the problem why men like me, men like Joseph, right, who get ignited, who get touched with the spark. You see what I'm saying? It's like the Matrix. And you go, and a motherfucker think you crazy, but you can receive and dissemble information just that fast. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, now you have, see, that's the thing, the universe, see, right now, the planet Earth is under its intellectual potential. It's operating under where it should be right now, right? It's just like the immune system. Once the immune system is operating under what it needs to be, naturally, once the body is operating under its normal functions, the immune system naturally is going to do its job. Right? It's gonna go do what it has to do to strengthen, get all the bacteria, diseases, whatever is out. The same thing with the universe. You have the same thing with the universe. The planet right now is operating under its intellectual capacity. It's sick. So therefore, you're making the system sick. You see what I'm saying? If one part of the system is sick, it can help. It can fuck up the others. Just like the body, just like the universe. We do the micro to the macro, right? You know this, right? So we have to apply that same thing. So what's happening right now? The universe realizes it's sick. Where's the sickness at? Planet Earth. What's going on there? A lot of no boo boo. You know what time it is, right? So this is what's happening. So now the universe naturally, right, is going to send the increase. It's going to send the increase by sending sending particles here. What's those particles? You know about them? Particles is black matter. Those particles filter down, and that's our touch. That's our spark, right? And it's not like right, the particles just don't drop and just touch it. The person is like this. No, the particle is electromagnetic and it's connected. It's gonna go to, when they drop, it's gonna filter to who they need to filter to. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't just like, oh, it's black matter particles is dropping and everyone going this, that, and third. Like no, you see what I'm saying? In essence, those particles like they have a program and they know who they going to. They know who they have to go to. You see what I'm saying? So at the same time and token, so know that. So that's what's happening though. So in the midst of that happening, you have people that stand up. You have people that stand up and realize that, hold on, right? See what's going on in religion and the real thing outside of all this, outside of all religion, outside of all this, the fact of the matter is that, right, our Father, the all that is all, that encompasses all, the great mind, the universal mind, right, that we do this work for. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't for me, it ain't for him, it ain't for nobody else. The fact of the matter is that the world, right, that you have a man, you have a system that has decided that I can take your will from you. You didn't give me my will. That's something that's a no-no. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can challenge my mother, I can challenge my father, but I know not to go in that purse, I know not to go in that wallet. You understand what I'm saying? At the same time and token, that's what's happening. You challenge me too much. You see what I'm saying? You can't take what I gave. You understand what I'm saying? And the will, the power of choice, that's me. And
that goes to the religion.
And exactly.
See, that's how I'm gonna say what right there. That's how the religion. Now it's all coming to the fuck with you. Gonna go back, go way back.
Absolutely.
Before you started, go way back. When the foreigners came into the land of Kemet, and they learned, and they got all the information in ancient Africa. The children of the wise ones, or of the kingdom, they became friends with the other people's children of other lands. So as things, like I said, when they build up their nations with these new religions and whatnot, our children visit, they became fascinated, and they started taking their interpretation of what your mother and father tells you. So you're gonna take this person's interpretation and go back and challenge your mother and father. So that would split the, you know, the family, the royal house. So these things started happening. It was many meticulous things to start this so-called colonial enslavement and worldwide enslavement of melanated people. It wasn't just, oh, we're just gonna go and get a bunch of niggas and that's it. You know, they didn't decide like that. It took time. It took time. It was a give and take. And one of the parts is when you hand over your will to another being, another people. That's what it all comes down. You hand, like people say, oh, the slaves was free. No. I say this: whoever frees you is more powerful than you. Right. And they're still more powerful because they freed you. Now, when you free yourself or you've never been captured, well, then you don't know what that means.
And that's the only way you could possibly like get captured, when you don't know yourself. Like just building off what you're saying right there, when the colonizers came, like when the missionaries come in to study us, they give you a perspective, they just get right back to you, and you take that and go challenge your parents that taught you that changes everything. Like you don't know who you are anymore because somebody was able to take your story and give it back to you, and now you're following that versus, you know.
But now here comes the other crazy part, which is the mystery system. You gotta consider these other factors. Is that when you, how can I put this? A soldier doesn't know the strength till he fights his foe. You have to go through certain things in order to get the strength to be God Almighty manifest on this planet. Right. That's what it really boils down to, is to be the great I am. That's all it comes down to. Doesn't matter what, you know, what you look like.
That was definitely some real good information. That was powerful. That's part one that we're gonna hit you with that one. And we're gonna hit you with part two and so on and so forth. Here, this is Kemetic science that you're dealing with right now. And if you don't like it, that's on you. This is Kemetic science that we're dealing with. Hold tight.